Hello and welcome to Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I'm Bridget. Today we're going to do a little something different. So I'm going to forego the entire intro that I normally do, and we are going to chit chat as I make up some boxes and pack up a couple advents that I've got ready to go. One has someone to go to, the other does not yet, but I have them both made. Excuse me. And I thought that it would be kind of fun to do this together. So these little boxes, very nice, very cute, are not hard to do. They're a little fiddly, but overall it's not too hard to do. This whole process really hasn't been hard. Like making the minis and stuff like that is not hard work. It is very tedious work, and it takes quite a lot of time. It took me about 2 nights of making hanks and letting my arm rest a bit, and then making some more hanks to get all of the minis made up. But I made them on the Nitty Knotty rather than throwing them back on the Swift back here or my wooden Swift, just because I wanted to make sure that all of the minis were relatively the same size. So because of that, I did them on the Nitty Knotty, which made the process a good bit slower. Yes, I could have marked or something on the Swift to make sure that I opened it the same amount every time, I suppose. I just didn't think of that at the time. And they're done. I will probably be making another batch of minis in the next day or two, but I want to finish up some bags that I have about done. I have a set of the fall leaf bags, or the fall leaf fabric. I have those made up into bags. I have the orange ones done, but I'm also doing some with some red fabric, and those are about halfway done. So probably within the next 24 hours to 48 hours, they should be completed and up on the website for you guys to see. Yeah, probably within the next 24 hours after you see this video. Now, I think I'm going to put this one up members only as a quick little, you guys get to see it first. And then after some time has passed, I will go ahead and release it for everybody. Because, you know, we're not doing anything crazy in here. Just chit-chatting with you guys. I don't usually think to make videos like that where I can just chat with you guys and talk to you about what I've been up to, what I've been doing. Well, besides, of course, dyeing and making minis and dyeing minis, I also got another yarn advent, or a fiber advent, completely done and boxed up. That one already has its place to go, and I think I have a couple more people that are talking about ordering either a fiber or a yarn advent, so I'll probably be making another yarn and or fiber order here soon. That's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy playing with the colors and experimenting, seeing how things are going to work out. I really did enjoy science class back in school and figuring out how things work and whatnot. And to me, dyeing the yarn, dyeing the fiber is a lot like that. As you know, you're doing experiments and figuring out all those things. Spinning, again, is quite like that, where you know, I'm learning how things work as I'm doing them, and as I figure out how those things work, it makes it easier for me to get the results that I'm intending. Which is, I guess, you know, really is the same with all of our crafts, you know. In crochet, we start out following someone else, and they teach us how to get the desired look that they are trying to achieve at that time. And if we're willing to dive into more than following along, and we use some of our time to figure out what they did to make it work, or how all those things work together to make it work, then we can turn around and start designing our own. I never, when I first started out, I never had any intention in learning to design or in learning to do any of this stuff. I just wanted something to do to occupy my time when the king was at work. And during the work week, when he isn't working, he has to be sleeping because there's not that many hours between shifts. And, you know, by the time he gets home, gets something to eat, gets on a treadmill, takes a shower, and gets into bed, by the time he wakes up, it's time to eat and head out the door to again a 10 to 12 hour work shift. So I see him on work days long enough to feed him and send him to work, or feed him and send him to bed. Lately here, since I've been staying up all night long, and that I get to send him to bed and send him to work. Now, I don't know if you guys would be interested in this, but this is a little box, right? So how I'm doing this is I fold the little tab down, and then I fold each piece in, and then I fold this little tab in, and then they will slide. They slide down into each other. They're little slits. And then you fold in, fold down, fold down. But then this one goes in right here, like that. So I have 24 of them made. I have 24 yet to make, but I think I will do the second advent off camera after I finish this box here. And I will begin to pack up our colors. After that, I will have to, how am I going to do that? Because you guys are actually on the device, I need to print out my numbers. So I guess I will have to pause you guys, print out my numbers after we get the boxes packed. And then I will come back and show you or talk to you while I'm putting the numbers on the boxes. And then I'll show you the final result of everything that will be going in the big box out to the person that has ordered this advent. And there is still time to order advents. I was going to close it, would have had it closed already. And I know I did talk to somebody about that, and I am sorry. I truly was planning on closing it at this time, but then after talking to some of my girlfriends and getting their feedback on me doing this advent or dyeing yarn or fiber at all, I decided to make this a thing that we do here. So because of that, I have extended the deadline for getting an advent. If you want a Halloween one, your time is fast approaching. I'm going to need your money by the 1st of October at the very, very latest. If you want a Christmas one, I need your money by the end of the first week of November at the very, very latest, because I will still have to, if I don't have the fiber or yarn on hand, I will need to get that here, get that dyed, get that to you. So I need time to do those things. Fiber advents are $150. Yarn is $200 at this time. They may be more next year. I don't know. I'll see how I feel after they are all gone. Okay, so I can't really show you the, all of them. So, but what I will do is I will just randomly reach down here as I'm talking to you guys, and I will pick one and let you guys see it. And so for the Christmas, our inspiration is a walk through the fairy garden, and the Halloween one, of course, is just Halloween, because. So we are going to mixing them around so that I didn't just pick something. There we go. There is one. Okay. I'm going to take that little bad boy, stick it right down in there. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. There we go. And we have our first advent box packed. I had so much fun playing with all these colors. None of them are solids, completely solids. Some are two-toned with two different colors. Some are two-toned with the same color. It was a lot of fun. I did everything pretty much here in the craft room. Other than, of course, drying the fiber. That was done in the room next door. I have a laundry drying rack that I hang my yarn and fiber off of, and then I put a fan in front of it. It dries rather quickly. Khaleesi, honey, stop it. I'm sorry if you hear her whimpering. She is a bit neurotic, and when she gets an itchy toes or whatever, she gets chewing on them, and then she gets crying because she's chewing on them, and she won't leave them alone. Now, I am not worried about where I am putting these as far as which box is getting which one, because the numbers will be put on them randomly as well. So that hopefully, whenever the recipient just chooses a fun whatever pattern they would like to do, with this yarn, then it will be completely random where the colors fall if they choose to do the pattern as they open their advent. Now, of course, I know my friend Ray, when she gets her advent, she's going to bust into it all. And if she records it, you will see one day at a time. She does not have to record it. None of you do. But if she records it, you'll see it one day at a time. But in general, she will open hers all up at once because she's got kiddos in the house that will get curious about the presents. So that, and she's a big kid, just like many of us, and she wants to see what all the colors are, which is completely fine. You do your Advent the way that you want to do your Advent. I did quite a bit of that myself last year when I did an Advent up. I did open one at a time and spun one at a time, and also crocheted the yarn that I had was also opening, because I did a fiber and a yarn Advent last year. The fiber Advent was from Ray, and the yarn Advent I made myself using the pickle jar minis. Well, this year I'll be able to make myself one with my own hand dyed, if I so choose. I haven't decided yet if I will do that. I know I will be getting an Advent from Ray, as we do a swap every year. I shouldn't say every year like it's, been forever, but it has been a few years now that Ray and I have been doing little things like that. It first started out where Ray was very, very sneaky and sent me one. And then the next year, we sent each other one. And then now this year, we will be sending each other one again. I have hers made up, packed up, and ready to go already. Not that anyone needs to get all of that done, but I like to, if I don't have a big rush of things to do, I like to try to work ahead, so that just in case there ends up being a big rush of things to do later on, I do not have to worry about, oh no, I also have to get this done. Just makes a little less worry and panic for me. I was guesstimating when I chose this size box, and I think I hit the nail right on the head. If they were any smaller, it would be a problem. If they were any bigger, we wouldn't need all the room. So, quite happy with that. And they were costly, but not, extremely so. What you guys been working on? I'd love to hear about it. Are you getting hyped up for the holidays coming? I'm more excited, of course, about Halloween than anything. I don't really do a lot for Halloween here. We don't have any kiddos that come by, unfortunately. We live out in what's considered the country. Not that, you can't throw a stone at your neighbor. But most of the neighbors out here, if they have kids, they have bigger kids, older kids. And most of them either don't go trick-or-treating anymore, or they go into town where they can actually get some candy. When we lived in town, I would dress up, and I would, do the house up, and I'd be waiting outside for all the young ones to come by and give them candy and whatnot. And that was a lot of fun. I did truly enjoy participating in that and having the kids come by and seeing all the wonderful costumes. However, I like living in the country more. I enjoy the quiet and not having to worry about if I go outside, you know, in my nightgown, is someone gonna holler because I'm on my back porch in my nightgown. Which, yes, I'm one of those people that does that. I will go out and let the dogs out and whatnot before I put my day clothes on. But if you see me when I'm standing on my back porch, it's because you're trespassing. My back porch is hidden from everywhere that isn't my property. So there is that, you know. Well, we got 3 more little boxes to pack up, and then I have to grab some wrapping paper out. I probably will do that off camera so you guys don't have to listen to those crinkles. And like I said, I will make our stickers for the boxes with my thermal printer, and I will come back and put the stickers on with you guys. And we will be all packed up. I can't show the yarn because I do not remember if the person that bought this Advent, well, that, and you know, if you guys wanted an Advent, you wouldn't want your surprise ruined. But I did want to show just the one to show I'm getting very bright and vibrant colors now. I have figured out a couple things to get my colors to improve a little bit, so I'm very happy with that. All right, see, we got 12 here and 12 more there. So we have 24 minis and our full hank. I'm going to put you guys on a brief hold, and I will be back just as soon as I have the numbers made up and ready to put on the boxes with you. We are back, and we have our numbers all printed out here. And I went to my supply closet and I found a box that I can, well, one of these, like a, you know, a Christmas for sending like shirts or whatever. We're going to take this half of a box and we are going to turn it into a box for the full hank of yarn. I thought that I would do that with you guys if you want to see how I do that. And you can use this trick at Christmas time, and you can fold it in either direction. This time I'm going to be folding it long ways. Sometimes when I send a Christmas gift, I will, or a Yule gift, I will fold it the opposite direction. But I'm going to pause you guys and get you down so that you can see what's going on down here at the table. And we will make this box up together, and then I will slip the yarn into the box, and then we will number these Advent boxes up as we chit-chat just a little bit more. So I will pause you and move you down. Okay, so I have you so you can see what we're doing here. Now, to make one of these half of a box into a different size box, it's very simple. You fold in the first half so that it meets down here at the bottom of your flap. Press it down, get that seam in there pretty good. And then open it back up, turn it around and repeat that process again to the bottom of this flap. Press it down real good. There we go. And I'm not sure where my regular scissors are at, so we're just going to use these little snips. Going to snip along the crease lines here that we made. Turn it around. Snip those crease lines again. There we go. Frame just a little bit there. Then we need a small bit of tape, and we will put a piece of tape on the outside here, and then fold this up like so, and fold that tape in, securing that corner. Turn it around and repeat that. So we'll put it on the outside on this side, and then fold that little flap in, and can fold that tape over. Sorry, my hands were probably in the way there. But you can see it's taped there, and that makes us a nice little box. Just fold make sure your tabs for the top side are out, and then it will fold down, and you have a nice little box out of just a box top. So I'm going to slip the yarn inside of here. There we go. And then, of course, because we don't want no peeky peeks, grab a little bit of tape there. Pop that on there just like that. Then we will grab a number 25. There we go. And that is done all up. Now we have all the rest. So what I like to do is, just so the tab doesn't come open up here, I like to put the number on the top and then just that last little bit down like that. There we go. We have 24. Now I'm not worried about which box I'm grabbing when. That way it is 100% random. Because I have no idea in which box which color is contained. I just got to make sure that I only grab one of each number. I really enjoy my label printer that has my thermal label printer. That has definitely made things a bit easier for doing stuff like this. Before, you know, I still could have, of course, done it, but I would have had to handwrite it. And as I'm getting older, my hands don't work as good as they used to. And writing is something that I do not do a whole lot of, because holding a pen or a pencil and writing actually causes pain in my wrist and hand. So I'm not one that does a lot of handwriting, although I would like to learn a bit about calligraphy. If I take my time, I can write very neatly. It just takes a very long time, and I have to take breaks. Being, you know, I grew up milking cows, and then I was a factory worker for a while. That repetitive motion unfortunately caused some carpal tunnel. So Yeah. I have chosen, though, not to get any kind of carpal tunnel surgery. In my family, we have seen quite often, more than not, that surgery ends up causing more problems than what it was supposed to be helping. So I will just keep dealing and doing what I can while I can. We are almost done with this one. There we go. Uh-oh. Where did I go wrong? Sorry about that. I had to pause you for a second. I oopsied and used two number 22, so I had to peel that sticker off so that I had a number 1 sticker to put on. I was like, hey, what happened there? There we go. Now we have, there we go. Oh, that's upside down for you, isn't it? My bad. Let me turn those around. My goodness. And there we go. We have an advent. I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching me fumble around and not know what I'm doing. I know this is not my normal kind of content, but I'm trying to branch out and do a few other things. So let me know what you thought, if you enjoyed doing this with me or not. Until next time, I truly hope that you are crafting your happiness, and bye for now.